win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins. And the Badgers will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Looking for room. It's Estrada. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Quarterback now breaking the field. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Out of the gun to give to the back. Makes a man miss. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
Another big play for this offense, and I'll tell you, historically, on the best UCLA units offensively, whether they're throwing it, whether they're in the shotgun, whether they're going up-tempo or they're not, it's always so important to have balance.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick, bringing it back. Touchdown, Badger! The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air on second down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. So Wisconsin's offense will get the ball for the first time. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes the catch at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Bruins will call on their punt team. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Off-play action on 1st down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it on the outside. Wide open space, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
From inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UCLA will go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication.
Turning it on! And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Jones.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Caught in the backfield, it's Vaughn. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They're going to ride this running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got it! Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. Third and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on fourth. You don't have to worry.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCLA! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man, making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed over the middle, it's Jones. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. The Bruins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Using his legs, it's to stride. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got the quick pass. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Bruins trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. From the gun. Looking for the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
All right, trying to attack the middle of the field on that in route. Nice job putting his foot in the ground. He didn't telegraph where he was going. He was open. He's just got to make the catch.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Badgers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, UCLA! Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Little. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught in the backfield, it's Shavera. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Heaves it on the run. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Snagged in the middle, it's Jones. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Callaway. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Grab near the marker. It's Vaughn. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Vaughn. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the 1st half.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bruins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. To the air on 1st down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, UCLA. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive.
Let's go!
They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got it. There he goes. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On the run, fires downfield. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Absolutely perfect.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Number 87 takes it back to the scoreboard.
He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Spins away from the defense. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the defense was not ready for that at all. You see a guy go in motion, you got to have a thought process now as a safety to start coming down, getting ready to make a play on that jet sweep. I would not be surprised if the offense, after getting that first down, says, okay, we're going to come back to this, and maybe several more times in this football game.
And the Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. He's got it. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And that is no good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer instead. They're still way, way behind.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. At midfield, he's got room. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger.
Breaks into the open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Second and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Third and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Trying to bull his way in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. The Badgers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Handoff to the single back. Shakes off and another broken tackle.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Holds and fires complete to the right. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. And the Badgers look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. The short hands, it's played. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll pull it down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football.
Catch in the middle. It's played. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll leave it with him. Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down. Rides the back on the option to give. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Right back to him on the ground. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Bruins are rolling down the field. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now on the counter. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bruins back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Gives it on the option. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
UCLA 56, Wisconsin 17.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's a heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. They try to pop a run on the draw. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down.
Charcoal! Charcoal! Charcoal!
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Charcoal!